Network Entertainment.
Day 176. Paano kung di pa siya ready?
Hi, I'm Joelle. I talk for a living and I'm an overthinker. Life keeps going and the questions keep coming. But I hope you find comfort in the fact na hindi ka mag-isa. Ang dami nating overthinker, no? Sa ups and downs, twists and turns ng buhay, paano kung ituloy lang natin ang paghanap ng kasagutan? Ready? Tara! This is Joelle's podcast, Paano Kung, powered by the Pod Network.
Hello, overthinker. Kamusta ang puso? This Paano Kung is honestly something that I should probably make an FAQ about if I were to ever have one. Kasi ang dami niyong nagtatanong about this. Like, in my submission of 1,000 Paano Kung questions, guys, umabot na tayo sa 1,000 Paano Kung questions! Yeah, I found that there were about 10 of these, which I had to narrow down to 5. And that is more than usual. At dahil ang daming sasagutin, this will be like a quick disclaimer lang, no? I will be going straight to my point with my answers. As in, sampal ng katotohanan levels. Doon na tayo agad-agad. Now, it does not mean at all that I don't sympathize with the hurt and the pain. Like, I get that all the time. Gusto ko lang maging efficient. Kasi I realized na medyo similar ang topic today with day 13. Paano kung gusto ko nang lagyan ng label? Meron ding day 111. Paano kung usapang label naman tayo? Meron ding day 148. Paano kung ayaw niya mag-commit? Day 161. Paano kung naghihintay ka na lang pala sa wala? So, fairness. Listen or re-listen to those if you haven't yet. So today's episode is sort of like a review. Guys, we're at day 170 plus na. So, if you guys have been here for a while, I'm sure na there are certain things na gets nyo na. But if you're new here, welcome. You've got a lot of catching up to do. Also, by the way, I am recording from a bit of a staycation. Hindi ko na na-shoot nung nag-Korea ako kasi wala, nahiya ako. So, here I'm at a staycation of a really fun music festival. So yeah, let's start with this question from Yeo. Paano kung gusto namin ng isa't isa pero hindi pa siya ready? Hi ate, I'm 17 years old and I haven't had any experience in relationships. Late bloomer nga raw ako. For the first time, I started having a crush on my classmate after a year. I know my feelings are deep and genuine. Simula nung naging close kami at nagkaroon ng deep conversations, consistent yung pag-uusap namin, pati effort. I've been very cautious sa actions ko, not giving my all kasi I know how complicated dating is. I built a wall na sobrang taas because I don't want to experience pain and unti-unti niyang nasira yung wall na yon. A month after, umamin ako without expecting anything. After ko sabihin na gusto ko siya, I ran away. Sinadya kong hindi mo na mag-chat and waited for him to message. Nag-chat nga siya, pero inasar niya lang ako sa pag-amin ko. Umamin ako kasi gulong-gulo na ako sa kung anong meron kami and ayoko ng mixed signals. Nung naguluhan na talaga ako, I decided na if he doesn't feel the same way, I was gonna move on. I mustered the courage to ask if he felt the same way. Nag-confess siya after a month but nilinaw niya na he's not yet ready to commit. I understand why since may pinagdaanan siya last year. We had a lot of honest conversations. I asked him if rebound ako. He said no. And the reason na hindi siya umamin agad was kasi ayaw niyang isipin ko or ng iba na rebound ako. We both agreed na we should enjoy our teenage days and the phase that we both like each other. Okay lang din naman sa akin since hindi pa rin ako ready mag-commit if hindi ready mag-commit sa akin ng isang tao. But I know na if he would commit, I would too. Hanggang ngayon, he puts in effort by giving me all kinds of gifts. But I just wanna know, ano pong masasabi niyo dito? Should I continue? We both want to take it slow naman and ganun na nga ang nangyayari. We both like each other pero hindi siya ready to commit pa raw. Is that a no? Hindi lang ba niya talaga ako ganun kagusto kaya he doesn't wanna pursue me or be committed? Hi, you! A few things before I answer your question, no? One, I would not consider liking someone at 17 years old being a late bloomer. That is not being a late bloomer at all. A lot of people don't explore romantic relationships till their late 20s, 30s, 40s even. Two, I get that you're protecting your heart because natatakot kang masaktan. And it's not a great feeling. But the fact that you already care for this person means that you can get hurt by their actions. And you can't not experience pain if you want to experience love. With those aside, marami kang conflicting statements. Sabi mo na hindi ka ready mag-commit if ayaw niyang mag-commit. Pero magko-commit ka if ready siya. So what I'm picking up here is, you want a relationship but you're waiting on him to be ready. I'm honestly pro take it slow, especially at this age, because there's still so much to learn and figure out about yourself. Like, totoo yung sinasabi ng mga tita natin na huwag muna magseryoso sa mga boys masyado. But hey, it's your life, of course. So, if you want to enter a relationship, that is fine too. So, this situation would be a great time to exercise setting boundaries, communicating what you want, and walking away if something's not aligned for you. The sooner you learn how to do all of that, the power you will have. My gosh. So, ang masasabi ko sa'yo, mag-decide ka what matters most to you. How important is being in a relationship at this stage of your life? Do you really want that? Or dahil ba 17 ka na, so dapat may jowa ka na, and stuff like that? I mean, you can enjoy the company, the attention, pero remember, since hindi kayo committed, you both still have the freedom to date other people. Sure, this guy may be healing from feelings he had for someone last year, pero how long ka ba maghihintay na magiging okay siya? But if you were to be honest with yourself and you want a clear relationship right now, then based on what he said, hindi siya yung tao para sa'yo. Nads asks, paano kung hindi pa daw siya ready mag-commit? We met on Bumble. After 1 month of chatting, we decided to meet in person. We clicked right away, so we would then see each other 2 to 3 times a week. I can safely say he's my first love. But he has overthinking issues where I would always assure him about what we have. Kaso lang one day, he started overthinking about his appearance because he looks older than he is. I tried to fix it, but he wanted to rest and didn't want to talk about it. After 2 days, he told me that he wanted to end the relationship because he's not yet ready to commit because of his insecurities, overthinking issues, and communication problems. I begged. I wanted to meet him in person so that I can have a clear answer or beg him to stay. But he blocked me on Facebook and removed me from following all of his social media and unfollowed me. Now, how can I heal from a person who can't commit after everything that we've been through? Hi, Nads. Him blocking you is the clearest answer that you will ever need. This is how you can heal. By taking it one day at a time. By reminding yourself that it is not your job to fix someone. Especially yung mga trauma and insecurities niya, because that is just something that they have to do for themselves. He may be your first love, that's fine, completely valid, but he doesn't have to be your only love. You can heal by acknowledging na yes, madami kayong pinagdaanan together. You learned how to love. You proved to yourself how much you're capable of loving, of being a supportive partner. And there's more for you to experience. There's also more for you to learn. There's also more for you to love. You can heal by remembering that you did the best you could. And if doing the best you could led to this relationship ending, it's not a failure. What you learned from each other is complete na, kumbaga. You can also heal by learning to accept that no means no. That it's okay, because one no can mean one step closer to more sweet yeses if you allow yourself to see the yeses again. Tanong ni Bubblegum, paano kung hindi pa daw siya ready to entertain someone and marami pa daw siyang kailangan ayusin sa sarili niya? Same kami ng school. Napapansin ko na talaga siya kahit sa kabilang room siya. She's pretty, cute, and smart. I've always had a crush on her. Pero I didn't cross the line kasi marami kaming common friends. One day, sinabi ng isang friend niya na she was admiring me from my IG stories. Walang nakakaalam na may crush ako sa kanya, kaya I didn't know how to react. Pinag-isipan ko for 2 weeks, and after being sure of my feelings for her, I decided to make a move. I ended up confessing to her, but it turns out na she couldn't reciprocate my feelings dahil marami pa daw siyang kailangan i-improve sa sarili niya. But she said na nagagandahan daw siya sa akin, kaya nilike niya stories ko. It hurts so much dahil ang dami kong gustong gawin para sa kanya. What should I do? Kulitin ko pa ba siya hanggang sa ma-realize niya na gusto niya din ako? Or tigilan ko na talaga siya dahil hindi talaga niya ako gusto? Hey, Bubblegum! It's great that you made a move, but I always advocate for consent. Huwag mong kulitin hanggang ma-realize na gusto ka din niya. Okay, please not. It's giving force. It's giving hindi nakikinig, hindi nang-honor ng boundaries. Remember, no means no. So, yeah, she may have found you pretty too, but it's clearly not enough of a reason to pursue anything more than that. It hurts so much kasi na-attach ka sa mga kwento na ginawa mo in your head of the things that you will do for her, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Eh, hindi naman yun yung gusto niya, diba? So, while it may be true na marami siyang kailangang ayusin sa sarili niya, I don't think it's wise to take it as an invitation to wait for her na matapos sa pag-aayos ng sarili niya. Kasi hindi yun natatapos. I'm 33 and married and I'm still working on my own issues. So, hindi talaga siya natatapos, girl. What can you do? You can keep her as a happy crush. You can put her in the fun pile. Alam mo yun, kinikilig ka lang pag nandyan siya. Carry on with your life, be open to other experiences, and maybe even other connections with other people. Wee's question is a little bit different. Paano kung sa akin lang siya hindi ready? May ka-talking stage ako and he keeps telling me na lahat ng hinahanap niya ay nasa akin daw. Pero sa mga kinakwento niya, nakikita kong ako lang yung ayaw niyang i-pursue. Yung iba, na-add niya agad sa social media niya. Samantalang ako umabot ng halos 1 month. Pag sa akin, hindi siya ready para sa call signs. Pero yung isa na nakausap niya while talking to me is love ang tawagan nila. Tawag sa kanya is Philo and siya is Sophie na pinagdugtong is philosophy. O, pak. Siya rin yung naging reason ng paglaro niya ng ML at yun pa yung name niya sa ML. Hindi na niya kausap yung mga yon, pero before, kausap niya sila. Habang kausap niya ako. During that time, sinasabi niyang wala siyang ibang kausap kasi hindi pa siya ready at ayaw niya munang lumande. By the way, we're both guys po. I just wanted to know na paano kung ako lang yung ayaw niyang i-pursue. Hi, Wee. There's no way to know for sure kung ikaw lang yung ayaw niyang i-pursue. Hindi mo naman tinanong lahat ng tao na gustuhan niya. Hindi rin naman kayo. So, hindi mo rin alam kung sino pang ibang mga possible na kausap niya. Malay mo nga may jowa pala siya. 'Di ba? But one thing that is clear is the fact na hindi siya ready mag-commit. Kasi, 1, sinabi na niya sa'yo na hindi siya ready. And 2, he's not being truthful with you. I'm just basing it on the fact na sabi niya wala siyang ibang kausap pero meron pala dati, 'di ba? Sabi niya ayaw niyang lumande pero meron siyang Philo na kausap. Madaling sabihin na lahat ng hinahanap ko ay nasa iyo. Pero hindi naman niya ito napapakita with his actions. If you truly have what he's looking for, edi dapat kayo na. No questions asked, just you guys being in love. I-compare mo sa fact na sinabi niya sa'yo na hindi siya ready. And when you look at his actions, pinapakita niya na hindi nga siya ready. Either hindi ready to be in a relationship or hindi ready to be in a relationship with you. Paano kung sa'yo lang siya hindi ready? Paano kung umayaw ka pala sa mga ready at interesado pala sa'yo? Zahara asks, paano kung lagi na lang silang hindi ready sa akin? Sabi niya, yes po, sila. I was in a situationship with a guy who just broke up with his ex 3 months ago. We're classmates so we got close agad. A month ago, we confessed to each other and our situationship lasted for 3 weeks. Kahit na 3 weeks lang yun, I really felt the love. My friends told me that I was a rebound. I also thought that I was a rebound, but I was blinded by what I thought love was. He told me that he's not ready because he still wanted to focus on himself. Pansin mo, lagi nilang sinasabi yun. Charot. Di niya man sabihin na hindi pa siya naka-move on. Alam kong hindi pa siya naka-move on. What broke me first was my long-term ex-boyfriend who did the same thing to me. After dating for 2 years, he told me hindi siya ready. After a year of moving on and building myself again, nandito na naman ako back to square one. All because these guys aren't ready. I just want to have a relationship like what people in my age have. Pero I guess I have to accept that love can wait. Hindi ko na alam gagawin ngayon kasi magkaklase kami. Hindi ko na rin alam kung paano ko na naman ipipick up ang sarili ko. I feel like I'm the problem. I like taking risks for people who won't even take the risk for me. Hi, Zahara. Whether 3 weeks man yan, or 2 years, or 10 years, one of the lessons I think you might need to learn is people can change their mind. One moment, they can feel the love and want to commit to you, but after 3 weeks, or even 2 years, or even 10 years, something could happen down the road that could lead them to deciding na, parang ayoko na. Parang hindi na ako ready. And, or hindi lang sila prepared to move further to whatever the next step is. Parang ganon. But that doesn't mean that the love wasn't there. What can you do with this recent guy? Maybe you're asking. Minimize interaction. You won't be classmates forever. So, hindi mo rin kailangan magkungwari na cool ka, okay lang, nonchalant, hindi ka naapektuhan. Because it's valid to feel hurt. Especially if parang nangyari na to sa'yo before. Pwede kang masaktan. Okay lang naman. I also don't think you should blame yourself completely kasi it takes two to tango and all relationships are meant to last for as long as they're meant to last. 2 beses nang nangyari na natapos yung mga relationship mo dahil hindi daw sila ready. So, there could be some type of pattern that's coming up for you. If you want to avoid this from happening again, figure out mo muna ano ba yung mga lesson from these 2 relationships. Sabi mo that you notice that you like taking risks for people who won't even take risks for you. Maybe these experiences are teaching you to adapt a we'll see attitude. Yung hindi ka mag-go all in agad-agad, commit, yes, ikaw na, tayo na forever habang buhay, ganon. Maybe you could not attach yourself to what you want to happen but instead anchor yourself to the reality of every day. Okay, ito yung nangyari. Bukas, ano kaya mangyayari? Next week, tingnan natin. Ganon. Maybe you're being asked to shift your mindset. Kung hindi pa sila ready, edi hindi kayo pareho ng gusto. At least, alam mo na. At least, hindi ka na magsasayang ng oras. What else are you learning? What else can you do differently next time? Paano kung hindi sila ready? Sampal ng katotohanan coming through. I've come to learn through experience that the phrase, hindi ako ready, is the safest cop-out. It's the safest excuse in the world pag ayaw ng isang tao sa'yo. Nasabi ko na to at nasasabi na rin to sa akin. And I mean, I'm not saying that's for everybody, obviously. I'm not generalizing that every single person in the world, but I have noticed that it's some way a way to say na I don't like you enough to pursue something more. It communicates na ayaw na muna nila or ayaw na nilang pumunta sa next step. And where they don't have to be specific sa kung bakit. And as much as we want to know why, kasi gusto nating maintindihan, it honestly doesn't matter. Hindi mo kailangan malaman ito para maka-move on with your life. What matters always is the what. It's nothing personal. It just isn't a good match. So, remember that ready is a decision. Hindi siya destination where we wait for them to meet us in. Hindi siya parang, uy, dun tayo sa ready station. Kita tayo doon. No, it's a decision. So, let them not being ready take you towards those who are ready and want the same things that you want. Kasi deserve mo yon. Kung hindi sila ready, hindi sila para sa'yo. So, yeah. Hanggang dito na muna tayo. Ano ang takeaway natin for today? Nakailag pa ba kayo sa mga sampal-sampal ng katotohanan ko today? But yeah, kamusta yung format na ito na mabilis ang question and sagot? Comment nyo dito or tag nyo rin ako sa @joelowell. I'm everywhere. And yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of my travel era, but I'll be back soon. Abang na lang kayo for announcements on a live recording because I really want to meet you guys and I want to see you soon. Hope to see you then. But yeah, thanks so much for being here. Kwentuhan ulit tayo soon. Always remember, may kasama ka lagi sa paghanap ng mga sagot sa mga paano kung sa buhay. You are valid, you are growing, and as Matthew Hussey says, the right person is both right and ready. Are they? Remember, you deserve the kind of life and the kind of love you want.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.